The school policing initiative and readiness within our public school system are being highly criticized by the opposition Free National Movement. The former Minister of Education strongly feels the new minister failed to have all schools across the country repaired in time for the new academic school term, while giving some key examples of a number of those schools that are still not yet repaired. The former minister also took issue with plans to have armed officers on school campuses. Former Minister of Education Desmond Bannister is giving the sitting Minister of Education Jerome Fitzgerald an F rating for failing to have every school in the country fully repaired before the start of the new school term. Mr. Bannister says while under the FNM administration, repairs were completed in record-breaking time. But he says it appears that the government is up to its old habits and have not only neglected a list of schools, particularly in the Family Islands, but he charged that this administration has placed the financial well-being of their political friends ahead of the best interest of students.
The Stanilke School requires a new roof. Repairs were scheduled for the summer of 2012. Regrettably, no repairs whatsoever were effected at the school during the summer, leaving our precious students and teachers vulnerable to the elements. The Crooked Island High School was extensively damaged by Hurricane Irene. Funding was allocated under the Free National Movement, and repairs were scheduled to proceed during the summer of 2012. So that students would have been able to return to school at the beginning of the new school year this month. All of the restoration work could have been completed during the summer break. Regrettably, the PLP did nothing whatsoever at the school. No repairs whatsoever were effected at the Low Sound Primary School in Andros. As a result, 6th grade students are now using the computer room as their classroom, since their classroom is no longer habitable.
Another issue is overcrowding. Mr. Bannister believes much of the overcrowding in schools has to do with the government's failed attempt to focus on the growing population in southwestern New Providence. While the FNM government built the S.C. McPherson Junior High School, Mr. Bannister alleges that this government spent almost $200,000 on Claridge Primary.
Instead of focusing on schools in southwest New Providence, the PLP government spent $196,000 on Claridge Primary School in the minister's constituency, more than the amount they spent on repairs at S.C. McPherson Junior High School, the Anatole Rogers High School, and the Gerald Cash Primary School combined, and more than was spent on the Carmichael Primary School and the Gaventines Primary School. Despite this, the work at the Claridge Primary School was not completed in time for the opening of school.
Mr. Bannister also took issue with 200-plus police officers being removed from regular policing duties and posted at schools. He is also concerned about the minister's comments on police officers being armed on school campuses.
The Free National Movement fully endorses the need for security officers to be posted at some of our schools, which have been harassed by outsiders over the years. However, this is not the job of the police, who should be properly deployed on our streets to enforce the law and to serve as a deterrent to crime.
Now attempts were made to get feedback from the Minister of Education. However, we can tell you that school repairs in New Providence and Grand Bahama were reportedly nearing completion at least a few weeks before the new academic year began. The minister also noted recently that of the 74 contractors awarded, 20 of them received work from the ministry for the first time. He said the number of Bahamians seeking contracts from the Ministry of Education increased tremendously this year, and in addition to schools in New Providence, repairs to schools in Grand Bahama and the Family Islands began during the summer break at a cost of $4 million.